What happened when the quiet guy finally snapped? I was the vet tech everyone ignored at Riverside Animal Clinic. Been there 3 years, cleaning kennels, prepping vaccines, humming to myself while everyone else chatted. Clients liked me because I was gentle with their pets, but my coworkers? I was basically invisible furniture. That changed when I started noticing something weird about our emergency euthanasia cases. It started with a golden retriever named Max. Beautiful dog, maybe 2 years old. Came in with his owner crying about sudden aggression, but when I checked his intake form, something felt off. The adoption paperwork was dated just 3 days earlier from Sunny Hills Shelter. Brand new collar, too. Who gives up a dog that fast? Dr. Kent, our head vet, rushed the euthanasia through. Didn't even do a behavior assessment. Just boom, needle in the arm, another life gone. I started keeping notes. Not officially, just my own little logbook hidden in my locker. Photos of intake forms, timestamps, microchip numbers. Probably looked obsessive, but something wasn't right. 2 weeks later, another emergency came in. A beagle mix named Luna. Same story. Recent adoption. Owner claiming she was uncontrollable. But I'd seen this dog during her intake. She was sweet, just scared. Tail wagging the whole time. That night, I called Sunny Hills Shelter. Asked about their return policy. Turns out they have a 2-week trial period. If you bring a pet back within 14 days, you get a full refund. No questions asked. The pieces clicked together like a sick puzzle. I started cross-referencing the microchip numbers with adoption records. Every single emergency euthanasia in the past month had been adopted within the trial period. Every single owner had the same insurance provider, PetCare Plus. Dr. Kent was billing both the shelter's return refund and the owner's emergency insurance, double dipping on dead animals. I brought it to my manager, Janet, real quiet-like during our lunch break. Showed her my notes, explained what I'd found. She got this look on her face, like she'd tasted something rotten. "Evan, honey," she said, putting her hand on my shoulder, "sometimes it's better to let sleeping dogs lie. Talking too much around here can cost you your job." That was Tuesday. Friday morning, I got called into the office. Janet sat there with some HR lady I'd never seen before. "We've received a complaint," the HR woman said, sliding a paper across the desk. "Someone reported that you mishandled a sedated German Shepherd on Wednesday. Very serious allegations." I hadn't even worked Wednesday. I was home sick with a stomach bug, had the doctor's note to prove it, but they suspended me anyway, pending investigation. Walking to my car, I realized Janet had set me up. Dr. Kent probably knew I was sniffing around, told her to shut me up. That's when the quiet guy stopped being quiet. I went home and made copies of everything. Every photo, every note, every suspicious case I'd documented. Then I started making phone calls. First, Sunny Hills Shelter. Sent them a detailed email with all 32 cases I'd tracked, complete with adoption dates and euthanasia records. Second, PetCare Plus insurance. Forwarded them billing records showing the same animals being claimed twice. Third, the State Veterinary Board's whistleblower hotline. They were very interested in hearing about fraudulent billing and unnecessary euthanasias. Finally, Channel 7 News. Their investigative reporter, Amy Chen, had done stories about animal abuse before. I sent her everything with a simple subject line: vet killing shelter dogs for profit. Monday morning, I was supposed to go in for my disciplinary hearing. Instead, I watched from my apartment as 3 news vans pulled up to the clinic. By noon, there were protesters outside with signs reading "Justice for Max" and "Stop Killing for Cash." The state board suspended Dr. Kent's license that afternoon. The clinic was shut down by Wednesday. The insurance company launched a full investigation. Janet? Turns out she'd been signing off on the fake billing reports. Named as a co-conspirator in the fraud charges. Dr. Kent lost everything. His license, his practice, his house when the civil lawsuits hit. Last I heard, he was working at a pet store in another state. Can't even legally give vaccines anymore.